Let's learn 10 more advanced English words that native speakers of English use regularly and that you should too. This is video number 10. After you watch this video, you will have learned 100 advanced English words, and the next video will be a test. Let's get started. All of these words are adjectives. Number 1, unanimous. Unanimous. Unanimous means everybody has the same opinion. Everybody in the group agrees. Don't confuse this word with anonymous. They sound similar. Number 2, secular. Secular. Secular means having no connection with religion. For example, a government can be either religious or secular, a school also, or any other kind of organization. And some people have a secular worldview. Number 3, sedentary. Sedentary. Sedentary means sitting down a lot and not being physically active. Number 4, lucrative. Lucrative is related to making a profit, making money. So something lucrative is profitable. Number 5, harsh. Harsh can be too strong or too angry or not very kind, and often it's with the language that you use. If you use strong language, you can use harsh language and you can hurt people. Number 6, fleeting. Fleeting is something that lasts only a very short time and it passes quickly. Number 7, stagnant. Stagnant is something that doesn't move. It stays in the same place. For example, in a river, the water is flowing. It's not stagnant. But also you can have stagnant water. You can also say the economy is stagnant when it's not growing, or you can be stagnant in your life, in your career, for example. Number 8, soul. Soul means only one of a kind. There is no other. And also maybe you know the word solo. For example, a solo performance is when a singer sings by himself. Number 9, idle. Idle means not working, and it also can mean lazy and not doing anything. But for example, a machine that's not being used can be idle as well. And number 10, delinquent. Delinquent has two meanings. The first meaning is if you break the law, but usually it's a small crime. It's nothing too serious, and often it's used for young people who are under 18. When they do something, they are delinquent. And the second meaning of the word delinquent is when you don't do something on the time that you're supposed to do it. It's overdue. For example, if you're supposed to make a payment and you don't make it on time, your payment is delinquent. It's very important for you to be able to use these words naturally in a sentence. So now we will do that. Let's practice these words. Pay attention to adjectives and nouns compared to compound nouns. Remember, when we have an adjective and a noun, we stress the noun more, but when we have two nouns together, we stress the first word more. Listen to me as I say these words, and of course, pay attention to how I connect these words together. Listen and repeat. Number 1, the jury's decision was unanimous that he was guilty of murder. And here we have two different thought groups. So if you notice, I paused a little bit after the word unanimous. But remember, if you're speaking more quickly, you don't need to pause between thought groups. It depends on your speaking style and your personal choices at that moment. And let's connect was unanimous. And instead of saying that he, let's say that he was. And let's link guilty of murder. Listen again. The jury's decision was unanimous that he was guilty of murder. Number 2, he went to a religious primary school, but a secular high school. And primary school and high school are both compound nouns because they are two words that represent one meaning. So that means we stress the first word, primary school, high school. And then let's connect but-a and let's say but-a. Listen again. He went to a religious primary school, but a secular high school. Number 3. The doctor advised him to change his unhealthy sedentary lifestyle. And let's link advised him. We eliminate the H. Advised him. And same thing for change his. We say changes. And let's connect his unhealthy. Change is unhealthy. And lifestyle is also a compound noun, so we stress the first word, lifestyle. Listen again. The doctor advised him to change his unhealthy sedentary lifestyle. Number 4. A true entrepreneur is always looking for lucrative business ideas. Business ideas is a compound noun, so we stress the first word and make sure you pronounce it as one word. Business ideas. Lucrative business ideas. And let's connect entrepreneur is always. Listen again. A true entrepreneur is always looking for lucrative business ideas. Number 5. His harsh words made the child cry. And made the, if you notice, I didn't pronounce that D very strongly. I didn't say made the, I said made the. Because the D and the TH are very similar with the tongue position, so it's difficult to say made the. Listen again. His harsh words made the child cry. Number 6. The little boy had a fleeting interest in taking karate classes. And little boy is an adjective plus noun, so we stress boy. However, karate classes is a compound noun, so we stress karate. Karate classes. And remember, we don't say karate, we say karate. Listen again. The little boy had a fleeting interest in taking karate classes. Number 7. The politician promised to fix the stagnant economy. Promise to, that D and the T sound very similar, so it's difficult to pronounce the D strongly. So sometimes when we have that situation, it sounds like we're using the present tense. It sounds like we're saying promise to. Promise to, very similar. And then stagnant economy. That T can be eliminated because it's between an N and a vowel, so it sounds like this. Stagnant economy. That's difficult to say. Listen again. The politician promised to fix the stagnant economy. Number 8. The sole purpose of my trip is to see my grandparents. Let's link purpose and of and say purpose of. And grandparents is a compound noun, so let's stress the first word. To see my grandparents. And if you want to pause after trip, you can do that. Listen again. The sole purpose of my trip is to see my grandparents. Or, if you want to say it more quickly, then we don't have to pause, and it sounds like this. The sole purpose of my trip is to see my grandparents. Number 9. The workers were idle while the equipment was being repaired. And let's connect were idle. And let's also connect the equipment. And here we don't say the equipment because equipment begins with the vowel sound, the equipment. And we can pause after the word idle. Listen again. The workers were idle while the equipment was being repaired. And number 10, they lost their home because of their delinquent mortgage payments. And let's pause after home and let's connect because of. And mortgage payments is a compound noun. And if you don't know the meaning of that, that means the money that you pay each month to the bank because you borrowed money to buy the home. If you have an apartment, you pay rent. And if you own your home, sometimes you pay mortgage payments. And pay attention, that T is silent. We don't say mortgage. Listen again. They lost their home because of their delinquent mortgage payments. Congratulations, you have now learned 100 advanced English words. And my challenge to you is to pass the vocabulary test and to get 100% correct. So that means that maybe you need to go back and watch the videos again or create a list and see how these words are used in different situations so that you can remember them. And of course, make your own sentences and say them out loud. Keep practicing. The test is coming soon.